Oh, this place is an absolute pigsty. All right, hello, and welcome to my workshop. It's an absolute mess right now. There is just junk, crap, sprues, supports, rubbish just lying everywhere. And I've got 90 days until PAX, and I haven't really printed up anything yet. So yeah, I think today is the day of cleaning, planning, preparing, and moving some of this rubbish out of the way and making this actually a functional workshop. So where I can print, process, clean, and eventually package miniatures up here. Yeah, it's going to be a big task. But the good news is I've ordered a ton of stuff that's going to make my life a lot easier, especially here in Australia in the cold, cold winters. Pretty sure it's about 10 degrees today. And yeah, we are going to transform this room, well, half a garage, into a functional workshop where I can do pretty much everything I need to do with 3D printing, resin, FDM, and even paint. All right, let's start off with what's what. So here was how I was originally doing my printing. My satins there, I'd print, take them over here, I would chuck them all on the, take them off the plate into that little bucket there where excess resin in that would just pull at the bottom, and then I could reuse that if need be. Dump them into just like a slop bucket, wash and cure with this terrible, well, it did its job for the time being, the Anycubic wash and cure station. That I've had for about 4 years now. It's time to get rid of. And then over here I had another bench where I was basically spray painting. But as you can see right now, this whole entire place is just a mess. So today I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to start positioning stuff where I need things to be for the future delivery of goods. We've got 3 more workbenches coming, got another satin coming, we've got 2 bamboo A1s coming, 2 Mercury X combo units, so 2 washers, 2 curers, and a grow tent to keep the resin printers warm all year round so I can print all year round. And yeah, I really have got to clean this up to make it functional. room definitely could use some more improvements. However, first delivery has come. So I've got another Saturn 4, and I got the 2 Mercury wash stations. So it gives me 2 dedicated washing and 2 dedicated curing machines, which will be really handy when you're doing a bulk load. So I can do the double wash very easily, because then I can just interchange baskets, done, into double washing, done. I can then dry them next to the curing station, where I'll probably have like just a fan blowing over them. And can't remember what else, but there's some other things there. So I think that today is, I might reuse the shelf that these Saturns are already on in the grow tent, and then be able to use that workbench somewhere else, because I've been trying to work out the actual layout and plan of everything here, and having another workbench actually makes it easier, because the plan is, and bear with me with this one because I'm one-man show, is that you grab the prints from the grow tent, and I'm going to zoom out to actually make it a little bit better. So you're going to grab the prints from the grow bed, from the grow tent, take them over here to the wash station and first processing area. Then from there, I want to be able to then grab the basically semi-dry prints out on like just a tray or something like that, put them here, let them dry, cure them, and then put them onto a packing table or you know, just a storage table or a bench or something or whatever. But with all that, that's probably 4 workstations already. So you got the printing, well, that's 2 workstations pretty much as it is, because you got the washing, keep all the uncured, unwashed resin on one side of the room, then try to keep all the washed, cured resin on one side of the room as well. And then I need a bench for the FDM printers. So as I'm kind of walking around, I'm trying to think how that's going to work, because yeah, I don't have that much space. I've got a caravan in here. I actually got to get rid of a crap ton of cardboard in here still. I did good 2 hours yesterday of, you know, cleaning up and throwing out all the supports and everything, but I think today we'll get rid of most of the cardboard. We'll actually set up a proper area with like how we can do things. But yeah, I think the plan is change hands here. Cure, print at the Saturns here, and I might reuse this. I can put all the resin bottles up the top there. It's perfect because they'll stay warm, and then I can pour them into each machine. Perfect. I can potentially keep spare parts in here, so like the FAP films, I can't remember what they are. The films, easy. Yeah, I don't know what else I'd need there, but I'm gonna see if you can see right down there. I'm gonna see if I can actually remove that shelf, keep a bit of stability here. I think these are 200 kg shelves. I don't want to go above these. I think on the ground will be fine. I could stick an air purifier in there, perfect. I was thinking today I might get another grow tent as well for the FDM printers, and then I can stick a dehumidifier in there and everything like that. Will keep it warm. It will keep the moisture down low. I can have it drain out into a bucket outside the tent. I don't know, I'm still thinking a lot of things here. But yeah, process, print. Gotta love my tangents. Print, wash, double wash there, maybe even triple wash. I do have a spare the Anycubic thing, which I think I might just end up using as like a third wash kind of thing. I don't know. I do want to keep using that, but I don't want to be able to. I want dedicated things, so that's why I got the Mercury X series. I know the Saturn 4 build plate doesn't fit in them, but I'd rather take them out and do that kind of thing off the build plates, and then that way build plate's not sitting there for half an hour not doing anything. I can get back into printing. So washing station there, works well. Over here we have the drying and curing side of things, packing, or maybe this might be the FDM printing here because the PowerPoint's there. I need to run dedicated power to them. And then over here I can have, over on this side here where it's basically the pile of just crap at the moment, like post-processing, packing, stuff like that. And then here I have my airbrushing station where I can actually do airbrushing, do mainly priming. I've got a new gun one because if you're like me and you have 100 million models and you're sitting there with the top-down pressy thing, it really fatigues your hands. So being able to have a trigger for priming, perfect. I might look into some other ones where I can actually do that finer spray painting and that. But I think at the end of the day, I'm going to get some mounted lights here like I had before. That way I've got some additional light other than this just one fluorescent tube in here. Yeah, and if I keep this shelf here as well, I can mount some lights underneath it as well. It's perfect. But yeah, I think it's back to measuring, planning. I'll unbox these. Yeah, we'll just get on with it. Alrighty, it's a few days later and pretty much bar maybe, what do we got? 3 deliveries? Everything's starting to take a bit of shape. So I'll do a quick walk around of what we're looking at here. Still a lot of cleaning to do. Still a lot of shelves where I need to put stuff in. But resin side is almost done. Just need my workbenches to arrive, and I've been told today they are arriving in the afternoon. Whether that's true or not, there's going to be another story. Pretty sure the A1s should be arriving today as well, so I can set them up on their bench. I've got my new power boards in, so it's good. What else? Still need the grow tent for the resin printing area, but we'll see how that goes. I do need to take a lot of stuff off the shelf and potentially throw them all out, because a lot of the stuff is resin that I don't use anymore or really don't like, such as the Anycubic HD grey resin. That was just terrible. Textured resin, that came out pretty good from Anycubic, but I think now it's just pretty much anything is just ABS-like, just due to the durability. So got to get rid of them. I got a crap ton of These are the filter paper things, because anytime you bought sun glue resin, you'd get like 3 of them to a bottle of resin, and when you buy 20 bottles of resin, yeah, you get 60 of them. So fantastic there. So I've got a crap ton of them. I've just got random bits and pieces of tools for the 3D printers. Probably going to print up a storage thing where I can put them all in. But yeah, still lots of things that need to be done around here to kind of get it going. And it's just hurry up and wait for deliveries. I might set up the other wash and cure machines, so they're pretty much ready to go. I got my alcohol too. I don't know why I keep walking off frame, so I've got 40 litres of that, so I can start using that to clean up some more stuff on the ground. Yeah, a lot of stuff needs to get tossed because I don't think it's going to be part of my flow now. There's a lot of just crap that's just broken. Still probably keep the 3D printing machines and wash and cure stuff that I've still got lying around, even though they probably do need to get tossed. Except for the original Anycubic Photon Mono, that's somehow still going strong. The 6KS that I originally had, that's busted. And then I've got a Corality Ender 3 or something like that, and that's just homing doesn't work for an FDM, so that's why I haven't been printing an FDM, because that thing was given to me, but it's just rubbish. Alright, might as well go over what's going on here. Zoom out. So this is the resin station here. I think the biggest upgrade I'm doing is I'm going to be using these meter-long data cables that I picked up on Amazon. They're plugged into the USB port, and they're just going to hang out the front here, so I don't have to reach around behind there, especially when this is actually all enclosed. I don't have to reach in so far. Especially on the bottom one, I might try to bring that up around here to the top, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's the new one. That's in. It's just had its firmware update. I might have to reset it. So that's all connected to the Wi-Fi now, so no more manual updates or anything like that. It's mainly the best reason to have a Wi-Fi connected 3D printer. Top ones, I'm probably going to give them a bit of a deep clean. There's a lot of resin splats on the front. As you can kind of see here, there's just resin everywhere. Shouldn't be touching them with my bare hands, but you know. And then the top part here, I'm going to have to get rid of all this. Find better places to store a lot of this stuff. But other than that, it's just rubbish everywhere. It is just rubbish everywhere. I do like having my boards, my play boards at the front there, but yeah, it's a lot of junk everywhere. It's a lot of junk. Oh well, we'll get through it. All right, it's been a few days. I have been crook as a dog. Flu season in Australia, no joke. But I did manage to get the workshop up and running. I've gotten pretty much everything I need. Got the second bamboo, got the grow tent, everything like that. Yeah, everything has been set up how I wanted it to be set up. Production flow is going pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'll rotate the camera around. I have to stop and then stop recording, but I'll go through it, and yeah, we'll pretty much cover everything that's been done, and yeah, we'll do that. All right, starting off, the grow tent. Holy crap, this
thing has changed resin printing for me just in general. It's hot, it's warm in here, like I just opened it up and I can just feel the heat coming out. You know, resin at 40 degrees with, while printing. I've got the air purifier going in here, so, you know, getting a bit of extra ventilation through here, so the heat's just rotating around. But yeah, everything's printing up quite well. Yeah, I'm quite surprised how well this actually retains heat. It's huge, but got the 3 printers going in there. Had to cut the top off that. It is a little bit lower than what I was hoping. I do have to kind of push the lids up into the top there, but small sacrifices. So, no, big game changer this. And the great thing is, just whack that there, I don't have to deal with the bloody smell anymore of resin. So I can pretty much breathe easy, which is great. Wash station, we've seen that all before. Yeah, just my messy side here, it works well. You know, just some random bits of resin from just doing the vat cleans, but no, this area here works really well. It's just the clean side of things. Got the silicone mats down. Seriously, Kmart, these were $10. Every 3D printing place I see sells these for like $20, $30. They're silicone mats for pet food at Kmart, $10. Fantastic. And then we'll go over here, spray booth side here. Got the two air purifiers going here just to kind of suck away stuff. It's great, you know. Spray painting OPR minis for the PAX thing. Pretty much done all the skirmishes and firefight teams there, so start painting them. Then drying area here, so I've got a fan up there, just blows cold air down, the air down, dries the minis, so don't have any alcohol on them, which surprisingly makes a huge difference when removing supports. So it's fantastic. They sit there after they get their clean alcohol wiped down. Curing, don't need to talk too much about that, just got a crap ton of dwarves for some regiment. I'm looking forward to doing some regiment at PAX this year. It's going to be great fun. These printers, fantastic. The only thing that I can say about it is I hate the spools. I might have to put down some like rubber mats to stop the vibration in that, because the spool, like, it generally pulls the spool out and that hooks up around there and it tangles up. But other than that, I'm absolutely loving the bamboos. They are doing a fantastic job printing away. But yeah, I think the big thing is I need to get some rubber mats down to kind of absorb some of that vibration. I think I've got some rubber mats lying around. I might throw them on there just to see how that goes. But yeah, already printed up a whole heap of stuff for one of the firefight maps, which is the fabricated layers boarding action thing. That was a big hit last year at PAX. I'm making it bigger and better this year. So I think we're doubling the size. I think it was like 2 foot by 3 foot. This year we're going for a 4 by 4 layout, lights, everything. And then yeah, this is just the printing table, just sorting out stuff. Like I said, got a whole heap of dwarves. We've got some extra minis and some broken minis in there. The minis that we're giving away. Robot Legion army here. So we've kind of done our own Broken Truths pack. So we're going to be having that there. So yeah, we've got tons of minis that we'll be giving away this year at PAX. We're doing a stamp system there, so you come in, play some games. So it doesn't need necessarily be OPR. It could be Warhammer, it could be War Master, it could be I think it's Dead Slingers, some Epic, Trench Crusade, whatever. Play any of those games. We've got 6 stamps, so each stamp correlates to like a mini, so you get 3 troops, an elite unit, a HQ unit, and then we've got some event minis that we'll be giving away as well, part of that pack, so if you get all 6. So yeah, it's just a lot of stuff that's being printed. I'm gonna have to order more resin because I think that's roughly 6 kilos worth of resin already. A lot of it has been just trial and error at the moment because stuff just doesn't print sometimes, or some of the supports are just too tough. For instance, broken tails, we're not going to give away that. Broken just weaponry that breaks, broken swords, like things like that we don't want to have on show. I don't know what's wrong with this guy. He might have been a spare mini for something, spare shooter. So yeah, we'll go through all this pile here as well. Make sure there's stuff that we can use. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I've done a lot of the Grimdark Future stuff for armies. I've done the robot half. I thought I'd get through the regimental armies now. So we've done pretty much all the firefight stuff, skirmish stuff. So we've got 2 firefight tables, 1 skirmish table, because we're doing a Age of Fantasy flat normal board. Then we're doing Age of Fantasy regiments as well. Big giant Grimdark Future board. And then we've got some Star Quest and normal quest to do as well. I'm thinking about we might do some war fleets, but we'll see how we go. We're pretty much spread thin as it is. But yeah. Alright, so that's pretty much the workshop. I'm gonna probably do weekly little updates and stuff like that with how we're progressing. They're probably gonna be like 5-10 minutes, just to kind of give more of a behind the scenes of what actually goes into preparing for an event like this, because yeah, PAX is huge. Something like 80,000 people attend. I think it's like 35,000 paying people attend or something like that. I can't actually remember the numbers, but it is the largest gaming event in Australia. And when we go to PAX each year, this is our third year at PAX. It's like my 20th time being at PAX. I don't know, I've lost count now. But yeah, it's the 3rd time that we've been at PAX. And each year we kind of push the envelope a little bit further. So this year, I'm hoping that we get some fundamentals down, some really good like terrain and that we can use for the next year as well. It's kind of why I'm investing deep into like Fabricator's Lair, because they've got some really fantastic terrain pieces and that. And now that I've got the FDM printers, they're going to be a little bit more resilient to being packed down, packed up, packed down again over the time. Where last year I printed the boarding trains action out of resin, and while it's good, it doesn't hold up quite as well. Over time it warps, it chips, it breaks. So this year, investing very heavily into proper terrain, Gonna do some proper armies up this year, but I have a very high standard when it comes to display miniatures and painting. That's why each year I've kind of redone armies, and that's why it's such a big deal, is because I have pretty high standards when it comes to using miniatures and capturing a feel. So probably in 6 years' time, when we come back to PAX again for the 10th time, we're still printing minis. But yeah, that's my workshop for 3D printing. I think the next time we see me will be hopefully at the painting desk. Although we'll probably do a walkthrough here and see how bad it has. I mean, it's only been about a week of printing and we're going pretty good. I've kept it reasonably clean other than the big giant pile of boxes down the back there. Rubbish day. It's terrible.